Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today, can you guess the name of the episode that the Short Is Us was appearing? And yes, I have made the Short Is Us from Spongebob Sqaurepants the TV show in Minecraft. And can you name the episode? Can you name it? Can you guess the season, guess the episode, and guess what episode number it came out in? Do you have a guess? If you don't have a guess, you can pause it real quick. Do you have a guess? Are you ready? Short Is Us first appeared in Season 11, Episode 26B, The String. Yes, that is Short Is Us first appeared in Season 11, Episode 26B, The String. And yes, mates, I have made the Short Is Us from Spongebob Sqaurepants the TV show in Minecraft, and yeah, I'm very happy how it turned out. I am experimenting. You can see some metal into it, especially you can see with the door, the window. It looks very good, and also I put up a sign on the window. I'm experimenting a lot, and I'm about to be ready to experiment with the big one of the metal. But let's see how I make this. So the first thing, of course, I have to do will be the outline. First, I outline the letter. The letter Short Is Us, right? That's the name of the store. It's a clothing store, right? That's what I think. And yeah. So after I got down the letter, of course, the letter is gonna be the middle of the building. So I did everything else from the letter going outwards. And yeah. So that's what I did. So start with the door, and I did do the front first, then everything else, because the front is most important than the side. There is windows from the side, so I did do the side. Don't know what the back looked like, so yeah. Here's the door and the window. It's all pretty much the same. There's one difference. I did put up a sign, and it looked pretty good. I like it. I feel confident to put more stuff on the windows if there is more stuff in not in the building, but like onto the window. I feel more confident to put more stuff onto the window now, and also I feel more confident doing the metal. I didn't do the metal onto the actual building. I did metal onto the actual door. And that was a big thing. I had to make the door frame and the window frame about 3 blocks wide, so I could put in the detail so it could actually look like it's metal. I'm actually very happy that turned out that well, and I actually get to put the metal into it. And I was learning how to do it, and I think I got it down pretty good. So to put metal onto it, you want a dark block or whatever block you're using. So for yellow, I use a darker yellow, a little bit darker yellow, and it turned out very well. I am very happy. So if I have to do a metal texture on to the actual walls, I haven't done it yet. It'll probably have to be a darker red for the actual metal. And yeah, I was thinking about layering it on, having one part layered on and another one layered on. I was thinking about doing that, but I realized it was a bit too complicated, so I didn't do that. Right now, I just did the front, right, and doing the outline for all the way around, right, and then yeah, then I did the after I did the the outline of the side walls and the back walls, right. What I'm going to do next is are you ready? I'm going to do next. It's gonna be the side walls, right? But I want to still talk about the texture of the metal texture I tried to do. Right now I'm doing the side walls window, but yes, I'm very happy how the metal texture do look like for the windows and the door. The biggest thing is gonna maybe hopefully it will look good, but hopefully next episode I'll go back, not go back for a different episode, but the same episode, and do a metal texture. Focus on the metal texture, and that's what it is. I was really focusing on the metal texture for the windows. I have to make it a little bit more bigger of the window, and then some things I could make bigger, of course. The window, the wall to the window, the bottom wall, it should be a bit more taller, like I say, like 7 blocks than the window, right? And yeah, but I like everything about it. This build looks so good, but once I do the metal texture, I don't know. Hopefully it will look good. Hopefully when I do the metal texture, it will look good, and then we did it. That's the main thing. One of the hardest thing for SpongeBob, for me at least, is doing that metal texture. Getting that texture down, that's one of the hardest parts, because you're gonna have to make everything else a bit bigger. And for me, it was the frame. The frame had to be a bit bigger, and then everything else has to be a little bit more bigger. And you can see this has to be a lot more bigger than usual. If I didn't want to do as much detail as I wanted to do, I could do it a lot more smaller. But I want to do a good amount of detail, so I put in the metal texture for the windows, and the metal texture will be for the walls. It's gonna be something. I will experiment it. I don't know what building I would do it on, but when I do it on a building, hopefully it's gonna look good. Hopefully it's gonna look good. I'm gonna do a building that's have metal, and that's have the texture of the metal, and I'm gonna do it. Oh, another thing that was difficult, besides trying to do the metal texture for the windows and the door, was the top of the building. One of the hardest things is that some of the materials you can't really use. Like the top of the building, I think it's made out of hay. And yes, we do have hay bales, but not actual hay. Don't think so. Was a big problem because I wanted to use a different. I wanted to use the color I use for bamboo, but there is bamboo onto the building, so that was a big problem. So I can't use bamboo. Not actual bamboo, but the color I use for bamboo. So that was a big problem. Another big problem is that I don't want to use yellow again, because I would use yellow, and I don't want to use too much of yellow. And the color for the top it's not yellow. So I went on to trying to use the color I use for bamboo. Then I realized, but I have to use the color for bamboo, so it's not going to look good. So what I did was actually use hay bales and use it and do it with hay bales. And it looks okay. It is okay. I use the actual material, where you can see that I will have to all the things I did right here I have to take out soon. You can see me experiment a little bit right there, but soon later I'll go back and just take out the whole thing on the top, replace it with it. Now another thing that was difficult was not only getting the right material, the right colors, because Minecraft don't have all the colors for it, and some of the colors that I use in Shredder's else is not there, and many other colors from it too. And also material as well. But the main thing, one of the hardest thing for me was getting down the actual short, the sign. I had to make an actual short, right? An actual short. But I want to go back to this one real quick. You can see me doing the block, right? How to do the block. It's like logs. That's why I didn't want to use logs and wood, other than wood planks, right? Because depending on where you want to place it, the texture, right, will go the direction that you place it on. So you want to go up and down, you go up and down. Go sideways, you go sideways. It's not like planks. Where you place it doesn't really matter. This one does matter. Something with this one, I want to go up and down right? So I didn't go sideways, so I had to place it one by one. And it took a long time. Sometimes I made a mistake. I gotta fix it. So, but yes, let's go back to the sign. The sign was a bit difficult, a lot difficult. Um, I want to make sure it looks good. Not only just that, I have to make a short, and um, don't think I will did. I think I did, but it's not just the short alone. This is just a short, and I have to make it, and it was pretty something. It was pretty cool. I like it, and honestly, I think this is one of my favorite builds to do. I really like how this build really turned out. I really am happy with this one. This one looks so good. Of course, it could be better when I do the actual meta texture. It will be much more better. Or maybe be do a little bit more for the actual sign. But it does look good. But this one looks so good though. I am very happy how this turned out to be. And yeah. But everything was pretty easy. Of course, making the outline, or the front outline. First, I can make the letters, then I make the front, then the side. Or I just gotta make the walls from the side. That'd take a little bit long time. Then the roof, it could take a long time depending on what I need to be doing for the roof, and this one take a long time for it. And then the signs usually take a long time for me. I don't know why. It just take a long time. I always take a long time on the signs. Oh, of course, I want to make sure everything is right. That's why I really take a long time. But it does take a long time, though, very long time. And I think I did make the short sign go both ways instead of just a one way. I did make it go both ways so you can see it both ways. If you look in front, you can see it. If you look in back, you can still see it. So I didn't take out one or just leave it so you could see the woods backwards if you look behind it. So yes, and yeah, making the roof. The roof is it's okay. Made it out of well, the very top of the roof is made. I think it's made out of bamboo material, so that's what I use. Not the bamboo. It's not actually bamboo. It's just the color. It's yellow terracotta, but I put it as yellow bamboo. And yeah. Oh yes, I did the building rectangle. I thought the building was rectangle, not a square. I used to do building square, not rectangle. I think I should do a little bit more rectangle building just in case, because this one was a rectangle. This one was an actual rectangle. But other buildings, I don't know what's the actual side of it, so I just did a perfect square. But this one is actually a rectangle, so I did it as a rectangle. And yeah, so I'm gonna stop it here. I think I went over the main part. The short is a bit difficult, of course. The main part is being the design of the short was a bit difficult, especially. And yeah, and then I have to do the same thing backwards for the back, so that's kind of difficult too as well. And yeah, I took a long time doing the short. I do take a long time doing the short. And then the last thing I do was the metal detail, right? That's pretty much it. I just want to say, I may experiment with making the videos a little bit different. If not, everything will be the same. But I will say that I am thinking about experimenting a little bit. But if I don't do that, then well, there we go. I didn't do it. But I am thinking about doing it. So if you see a different style of doing these videos, because that's me experimenting a little bit. If it didn't work out, I'll go back to the regular we're doing right now. But if I didn't do it at all, there we go. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much talk about everything. And yeah, see me at the end of the video. Yeah, see me at the end of the video. Enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, man, so there you have it. That is the short is us from Spongebob Sqaurepants, the TV show in Minecraft. I just want to say that I am very happy how this really turned out. This turned out very good. I love doing these builds. These builds is really good to do, but not only just that, it also makes me learn a lot. And I think the next build, most likely, I would do the metal texture. Yes, I was working up to do it. For most of these builds, was really focused on the scale, and I think I got the scale mostly good. The scale of it, making it a lot more bigger, was the main thing I do, or what I wanted to do, and it turned out very well. The next one is going to be the texture. That's really I'm going to be experimenting on all my builds. I see you in the next time. Bye.